What is up, guys? Welcome back to the video. Today is going to be a two video day. We're going to be doing a video on the GT-R as well as the Porsche. I'm very excited on both of these builds. One, because the GT-R is mine. Two, because the Porsche is a friend of mine. And I'm really excited to dive into that. It's going to be something different that I really haven't done before. So I'm really looking forward to that. The point of today's video is to go over what has all been done to the GT-R. If you're familiar with the channel, go back to the GT-R playlist and you can check out everything that we've done so far. But today's kind of a compilation of what we've done as well as what we have left to do to the car. We're going to be kind of diving into our expectations of the car, what we want to do with it, and kind of our dream GT-R build. So that's part of the video. The Porsche is probably going to be a separate video, so if you want to see that, definitely check out the other videos on our channel. Stay tuned for more, guys. Hope you enjoy. Peace. Alright, guys, so today we're going to be jumping into the R32 GT-R. We're going to explain what's all been done to the car, what's left to do to the car, and what our expectations for the car is. So before I get started, I kind of want to tell you, if you're new to the channel, go back to the playlist, watch all the videos. We have videos of us doing the engine build, I think the turbo installation, putting the engine back in the car, and some stuff like that. So if you want to watch a little more information into the build, definitely check out the playlist. If you can, subscribe and comment, let us know what you think. But today is going to be a compilation of all those videos, explain what we've done so far, and then all the hurdles that we have left to finish up the GT-R. Alright, to start on the long block, we had an RB26 block. I had that for about a year or two, running about close to 600 horsepower, single turbo build, stock bottom end. After a while, the compression started to drop quite a bit. I was running methanol injection on the car. It had a good tune. Just the age of the car and the power that we had to it, I'm actually surprised that it lasted that long. So we made the decision to buy a new 05U block from Nissan. This worked out perfect for us. At the time when we did this, Nissan just came out with a new set. We purchased an 05U block from Tacoma Nissan. It was around $1,500. I have a video explaining the cost of the build if you want to watch that as well, but to give you an idea, it was about $1,500 for the block. The head was actually done all by D-Sport. We have SuperTech valves, SuperTech springs, Tomei 272 high lift cams, and then we have a Ross Franklin, I believe is what it's called, head drain that's put on the car. So the head's basically built to sustain the power that we're going to be throwing at it. We didn't have any port matching done to the head at the time, but to go back to the block, we have a brand new 05U block, brand new 05U head as well with all the machine work. I built the RB26 in-house here myself. We use CP pistons, stock compression ratio, a Tomei multi-layer steel gasket. We used ARP 625 studs, and then for rods we used Manley rods. For bearings we did main bearings, King, rod bearings were ACL. We did the N1 oil pump, N1 water pump. My plan for the car isn't to have a crazy amount of power for this type of build. I think that the oil pump is going to sustain what I'm looking for. That's why I opted out of doing like a Tomei or an HKS oil pump. I hope I don't kick myself later for doing that, but once I get the power on the car where I want it to be, if oil is an issue, starvation, then I'll definitely do the extended oil pan, as well as the high flow pump itself. But I think we're going to be all right with what we have. So that's the general part of the block build itself. I want to talk about the supporting mods. So what we've done to reach the power goal that we want is we've opted out of going back with the single build like what we had. We had a Precision 6266 turbo. What we're running now is twin Borg Warner 7163 turbos. Going back to the turbo setup, I think the 7163 is the middle size turbo for this build. I know that D Sport has built a similar setup with the 600 or 6000 series turbo, and with the same size 26, it was upwards of 750 horsepower, which is going to be close to our power goal that we want for the car. We're running the full race manifold kit, so it took about 8 weeks to get that in, custom made by Full Race. It's a separate turbo manifold setup, so you have 2 turbo manifolds, one per each 3 cylinders, and then we bought the O2 dump pipes, is I believe what they call it, which is basically just the 3-inch collector that goes into your downpipe. They built it to where you can run a factory downpipe if you would like to. We're going to be running a lease spec custom side exit, so that's going to be built by him as well. So that's the turbo modifications that's been done in the car to get us to the power goal. We're still going to be running the stock intake and stock ITBs. We opted out of running with the single manifold, single throttle body manifold. We want to stick with the ITBs. We are going to be running bigger intercooler piping, so we're going to see how the flow works there. For fueling, we're going to be running flex fuel, obviously, but we're going to be running MS-109 and methanol injection. So we're running a 50-50 mix, so we'll be running water and methanol, which will allow us to reduce our IET temperatures. So that will help as far as with timing, and then it'll also help with the component of the methanol itself. So that's the goal for the car as far as the power. There's another list that we can go with. We're going to be doing a link ECU. If you watch the channel, you can tell that we like link ECU a lot. And then later on, we may run down and do a Storm or a Thunder. We're going to be running the Street Edition link ECU dash. We've stripped out all the interior, removed. We're in the process of removing the sound detonation. We right now have a 12-point bolt-in cage that will eventually get replaced with a full weld-in. And then we have a single Sprint, Sparco Sprint seat in the car with the 5-point harness. For wheels, we also have a video explaining the wheels that we have, but we have the Kinsei K&P 18 by 10.5 plus 12 wheels. Look really good on the car. Right now we have stock brakes. With the power goal that we have, we know that's not going to be ideal, so we're going to be buying Ideal Japan big brakes, probably 6 piston in the front, 4 in the rear. That's going to be our brake, and then we'll also be doing the HICUS elimination. We already removed the HICUS pump and the lines. We're going to be changing out the power steering pump, and we're going to be doing the HICUS delete kit in the back. So our goal for the car is more of a track car, not a straight line car, but an actual track car. That's the goal for the car. That's going to be the long-term purpose. So we want to get it as trackable as possible, while we can still slightly maintain a street feel, depending on the tune that we have on the car. So we plan on having this thing done over the next couple months. We're very close to the end date. Like I said, I have some big news that I can't mention just yet. But once that takes place, we're going to have a lot more time to work on this thing over the next several months before we get very busy again. So, hope you enjoyed the video so far, guys. We're going to dive in a little deeper in the car. That's about it. To give you a quick visual and rundown again, this is a look of the car. We still have quite a bit of stuff to do to it. We have to finish up the wiring, get the link ECU, the Street Edition, finish up the piping. We have most of the intercooler piping done. We just have to finish this side right here, and then we'll do some type of collector piping for the intakes, finish running the line for our AEM. That right there is our methanol injection pump. And then we've deleted a lot of stuff down here that we felt wasn't needed. We're not going to be running an idle control valve, and we freed up a lot of space by deleting the heater core. We're not going to be running AC or heater here, so we're able to bypass a lot of those lines, which makes it way easier to get to the stock intake manifold. So that's going to help out a lot in that aspect. And then just some little stuff like getting all the belts, getting everything tightened up. That's kind of the finishing product. And then once we get ready to show you the inside of the car, when we're doing the sound deadening removal, we'll do that. Or sound detonation removal, however you want to pronounce it. So that's about it, guys. I hope you liked the video. Definitely comment, subscribe, let us know what you think.